According to information that we've researched into, it wouldn't have been the superintendent of a police force, it would have been the superintendent of child welfare services. He would have been the deputy head. Now, my child rapist, he was the youngest ever deputy head of social services. He would have been the superintendent. So the doctor's letter would have gone to him, and that's why we can't find anything about it in committee reports. We've told them that I was in foster care with a family called Yaxleys in Long Eaton, just outside Nottingham. They said they've got a reference to the Yaxleys, but I was never there. But we don't believe them, so I ended up with a friend of mine who's quite well known on this, Mandy Copeland, and lo and behold, Mandy knows the Yaxleys, and after a short while we find the son of Bob Yaxley, who says that, yeah, I remember Mickey Summers. He was a lunatic Chelsea supporter, and he used to work with my dad in an iron foundry in Sandy Acre, and he gave a lot of history. And I'd also given a statement to police identifying the history of the Yaxley. I mean, I basically told the Yaxley family story, but the police really weren't interested, you know, because prior to coming back to England, all they did was take comments on the phone. They actually thought, because he hasn't got a pot to piss in, he's never going to come back. They were meant to set up an interview via Interpol, which would have been a video-linked interview. They claimed that they'd been in touch with the City of Rochester, New York police, and they made at least 5 attempts, according to my police liaison officer, Donny Suban, and I got kind of hacked off about it. I was talking to one of my neighbours, and her sister worked in the Chief of Police's office in Rochester, New York. And I actually got to speak with Jim Shepherd, the Chief of Police for the City of Rochester. And he said that, to his knowledge, he said, we have had nothing from England for quite a while, but I will get an officer from the Major Crimes Unit to assist you, and we'll make some checks. The only thing that they know about Nottingham was Robin Hood. And I ended up speaking with my liaison officer and an Operation Daybreak, and we finally got a video took, but they said there wasn't enough in it, and some of it was, they couldn't hear what was said on the video, or the transcript wasn't enough. They told me, if you come back, we're going to want to re-interview you. Well, I returned back to England on April 3rd last year, and it took me from April the 3rd till, I think it was about beginning of December. I had to batter them on Facebook, I had to batter them on Twitter, we had to hold protests. They didn't want to interview me. Well, my child rapist turns out to be none other than the regional director of social services. The Nottingham City Council deny exists.